Hi there. Welcome to Sunnyside Journals. Welcome to 30 minutes of my Sunday. Happy Sunday. Thanks for joining me. I'm doing a bit more work on this baby today. I did quite a bit of work yesterday on it, and a lot of it was sewing. So that's why I didn't have a little 30-minute video yesterday, because my sewing machine's on the other side of my room. And I didn't want to have to move my camera and tripod and that stuff just to watch me going vroom, vroom, vroom. Because basically, I mean, that's sewing is, you know. Um, so yeah, you can see I I had a bit of fun with lace yesterday, but I love it. It's so pretty. Black and yellow and white, just like bumblebee colors or honeybee. Well, there's lots of different kinds of bees, and this book actually goes into all the different bees. It's not just honeybees. But honeybees always tend to be one of the most interesting because, of course, they make honey. So it's a cute book. I've still got, I just, um, I just glued the text block in. So this is still a little damp, and because of that, I have, um, I have some extra papers in there. I'm just rechecking this all the time, reminding it to stay down. But I also have this in for a reason, because sometimes the glue can seep through the fabric, and you can actually glue your back page to your cover. And I know that from experience, from sad experience. So this is all, that's all drying nicely. And I put in, of course, hidden hollowback spine, 7 signatures. I'll have to recount. I have my pad here somewhere. I forget how many pages I ended up with. I think 150. I didn't cram a lot of pages in because I actually planned on putting in quite a few pockets, and I have been collaging and I want to make some tags to collage. And when I was collaging, I tried to use things that had honey, and like there's honey bunch, honeycomb, honey bee. This one has honeysuckle, honey sweet. So I tried to just sort of sneak in a little sneaky little bee things on all these tags that I made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be another one somewhere. Oh, there you are. There you are. So if we can get to it. Oh yeah, there. Honey, honey-eyed, honey guide, honeydew. Ooh. I always have a honeydew list going on for my honey. Anyhow, so this needs to dry a little bit. Oh, I got a Happy Mail. I want to show you my Happy Mail. I got some sweet little Happy Mails this week that totally surprised me. My first one here was from Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. Some beautiful World War II-ish, like these are Iwo Jima stamps, American stamps, and they're gorgeous. Look at these. I love the purple ones, I must confess. The purple ones are probably my favorite. My father would love these with the plain. Very, very beautiful. Look at all these colors. Isn't that gorgeous? And they're already clean and ready to go. Tammy, these are just lovely. And thank you so much for taking the time to send these to me. I will use these with pleasure. Very, very nice. So Tammy sent those to me, which was lovely to receive. And then my crush sent me some Happy Mail that I totally didn't know about. It caught me by surprise. Some of this fabric, look at this. Isn't that the prettiest? I just love this coral color with the deeper shade of it and the little yellow flowers. I love this fabric, and it's ivory, soft colors of ivory. And then she knows I love Catholic artwork. So she sent me St. Teresa, and I just love her. Beautiful. So So I was a lucky girl this week. So thank you, Nancy, and thank you, Tammy. What a week! 4 happy mails within like 7 days. I mean, very, very blessed. I'm very grateful. So I have a few things to do with my Here Come the Bees. I think I've had this book for like 2 years. And one of my subscribers commented on the video, on one of the previous videos working on this. Apparently it's quite an unusual book. She said she's seen it on eBay listed for as high as $100. I certainly did not pay $100. And now that I know that, I could very well have resold it instead. But you know what? It's a pretty book now. So, and it deserves to be a junk journal. So, so I guess in a way I have, I just didn't expect that from a children's book. When I get really, really old books, certainly I look them up first. I always look them up. Those early 1900s and definitely the 1800 books, I will look them up just to be sure. I will look up classics that I know of. I will always look up to see if because one time I did find my favorite book, first edition of my favorite book, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. I have a hardcover first edition of that I found thrifting. That's not getting cut up. And Little Golden Books, Wizard of Oz, those kind of classics, I always check. I did not expect, and it just shows you, always check, because I did not expect a book like this to actually be such a desirable book. But you know what? I've got no regrets. No regrets, because this is a cute, cute journal. And it's just turned out beautifully with that nice rounded hard spine. I put, for the lace here at the end, it might look a little strange to you, but once I explain it, I think you'll go, oh yeah, what a nice idea. I was playing with different little laces because it's just fun to have a little bit of lace peeking out over the top there. And I tried a whole bunch of flat ones. I didn't want any more bulk in there because I've got 2 different kinds of fabric in there, and I've got rickrack over here, and I didn't want it getting too bulky. So I thought I want something very flat. Well, and these were cute, these 2 different ones. I tried them and they were cute, but I just thought I spotted when I was getting this one, I spotted this here, and I thought, wouldn't one of these flowers, so this right here, wouldn't the petals peeking up over the top and out the bottom look cute, kind of like a little daisy or a little, garden flower peeking out? Because the bees, of course, would love a little flower to go and suckle and pollinate and all that. So that's actually what I put in up here. These are the petals to the flower peeking out and peeking out down here. And I really think I'm thrilled with it. It's the silly little things that thrill us. Anyhow, I need to get end papers ready. This book had very few full page illustrations. Most of the illustrations were on pages with writing. And I just thought they're so pretty, those illustrations, that I actually wanted to put them back in as end papers. So I decided I wanted to back them. The paper it's okay, but I felt in order to be end papers, it needed to be back down to some cardstock. So what I'm going to do is cut these off. I've used my good old trusty file folders to back them. I don't, in case you're wondering, for anyone who wonders, I try not to use aerosol glue very often, but I find with end papers, I want them to look so nice, I will aerosol glue them to their new backing. Sorry, we're just going to get this ready to go. and then we'll put them in. And then if we still have time, oh, did I put my timer on? Hold on. Nope, I didn't. Okay, I'm at 10 minutes, so I'd better change this. So that means I've got about 20 minutes left. There we go. I've got my timer going. Let's redo this. And then maybe I want to show you a little bit inside the book if you're interested. And I'm going to leave it like that for now because I'm not sure how much room I'm going to need. So I'm going to just get started for now, just the 3 sides. And we'll take a look, see what we want to do. There we go. Is that? I watched Prince Philip's funeral this weekend. I thought it was very nice. I'm always fascinated by the history behind, what they do, what the royals do, and why for certain occasions. It was nice to see Harry there. My goodness, Queen Elizabeth is stoic. She's a rock, that woman. I wonder when she has her fall apart moments. She must. I can't imagine. Losing a husband of 73 years. And she must have her fall apart moment private, and then you put your game face on and you get on with things. There we go. I will need that in a second, but I want to, I'm dropping things left, right, and center. I see some little, just making sure it's flat. I put my little notes. Boy, am I ever glad. I had decided on these before I put my basket away. As you know, I always have baskets going for journals that are on the go, that are partially made. And am I ever glad that I made notes for myself, because I do believe it's been that long. I would not have remembered what my plans were. And I opened up the basket and went, oh, okay, those are the end paper. All right, I can do that. Now, I don't intend to ink the front surface of these, but I do want that edge inked so that it recedes from view. So I'm just lightly running my distress ink just along that edge. So when oh boy. Oh, it dropped into my blue box. There we go. I didn't want to get any ink on the cover of this. Oh, another dangerous day in the studio. Anyhow, I'm big time end paper inker, but I like the way these look, just the way they are, except for the paper core, of course. So I, this past week, had my first shot, Moderna, and it certainly felt no different than when I get my usual flu shot in the fall. Just a little tenderness, just where at the injection site. Didn't even get hot. It felt like somebody went, "Hey, how you doing?" into the top of my arm. And no big deal. It wasn't even achy to move my arm around or use it. And I've had some years with my flu shot where my arm has been kind of achy just to move it around. So, so that's nice. Now, from what I've heard, it's the second one that will possibly give you a flu-like reaction. There we go. Oh, that's going to look cute. I decided on this one for the front because there's the beehive there and there's bees over here, so they're close to their beehive. And then it's the reverse in the back here. What I did back here was these little bees are going to be there. And there's a beehive here, but it's a pocket. I love how that turned out. How cute is that? That just tickled. All right, so I think the first thing I will do is I'm going to run it as close as I can to these holes and get them off. And then we'll see how much more needs to come off. And then we can glue these down. So, it's a really odd day up here where I am. It is, it sort of waffles back and forth between being overcast and then sometimes the sun peeks out, and then we even had a few drops of rain. And now it's back to just being overcast. There we go. All right, so all those little holes from how it's a library binding, I think they call that, a library binding. Yeah, I don't know why I'm putting that away because I'm probably not done. Where's the back one? Here's the back one. It might already be the right size. I close it up to see, and unfortunately I can't show you. Yeah, I've got to take a tiny little bit off of there because that's going to, I need to take off maybe about 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to take it off. I love these flowers here, so I'm going to take it off this side because that's mostly white. So, see what I mean? I don't know why I put this away. I still need it. So I'm just going to take a smidgen. That's an official measuring term. A smidgen off here. Wish me luck, or else I'll be getting out my books of wallpapers and choosing a different end papers, but I really want to use these. I just love that continuity. And I don't know if you've noticed, the fabric that I used in there is honeycomb fabric. Do I have any more that I can show you? I might have shown you in a previous video. How cute is that? So, yeah, that's a good size. I'm happy with that. All right, let's do the front. Is that dry? That's dry. I don't have to put that paper back in. All right, so with this, yeah, that needs about the same amount off. Now I've got to decide whether I want to take part of that tree off or part of this blank. And I think I want to take part of the tree off because that will center this a little bit further away from this action, the beehive. So let's do that. So again, about the same amount. I'm just eyeballing it because my eye saw how much I want off, so that's what I'm aiming for with my cutting board. And that means I have to ink those two sides. Actually, two sides on here, and then one side on the other one. There we go. that's gonna look cute. And then this side, all right. Gee, I might have to do 2 today, and I'll just, because I've got to do those tags, and I'm going to do them anyways. We'll see. I'll see how my battery is holding out. I didn't check it before I started taping. So, you know me, if my bricks aren't close by and they're way over there, I can see them, I grab a rock and just to brace things. No, that one's not heavy enough. Where's a heavier one? There we go. So that I can put this little guy here. Now I want my fabrics. I have pinned down some other things when I was collaging and that. And this paper is quite porous, and it likes to dent when I use bulldog clips. So I've got my little fabric stash ready here for when I clip this in place, just to hold it. So let's do this. This is just 3-in-1. I like it equally as well as Fabri-Tac. I agree with so many other journal creators. Of course, my crush, Nancy, Nick the Booksmith, Gail, so many. Cannot tell the difference between Fabri-Tac and 3-in-1. There we go. I just get it sort of close to the edge, but you don't have to go too close because it's going to mash out. It's going to squidge out when you push it down. Now, have I got it in the right direction? I do. The nice thing about 3-in-1 is you get a little slippy time, more so than making sure I got no glue on my hands, than you get with art glitter glue. I hope I'm in camera. I am. Good. Now, it may look crooked because you can see this side, there's more yellow on this side than this side, but that's the way the publisher glued their end pages in, and I have to cover them up. So unless I wanted to take a knife and start trying to get their end papers up and off, and I wasn't interested in doing it. So this is fine. I can, if it's good enough for the publisher, it's good enough for me for now, for this one. Some of them, it'll peel right off, but this one, I sort of did a little bit of digging, and no, these end papers aren't going anywhere. So that is just fine. And that looks really, really sweet. Now, I'm just going to use my fabric and just give those corners just a little bit of reinforcement just while it dries. There we go. These are my favorite. Do you think I can ever find them again? I love these clips. I think I got them at Dollarama, but I haven't found them since, and I would love to get more of them. They're comfortable on my hands, and I find they just have a really nice amount of pressure. And I think I've only got 6 or 8. There we go. That's all that's needed. Those centers are fine because it's not doing that because we used this. If we used a tacky glue or a PVA or, you know, a white kind of glue, it would do this. Just making sure that the fabric is remembering to hold there. I'm going to put one up here just so that there's not too many shadows so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so that's up. This is up. Okay. And here we go again. Hubby and I have decided to support a local business tonight, and we are going to order in dinner. So that's nice. It's nice when you know you don't have to cook. Not only do you not have to cook, but you can pick what you want. All right. There. Nice. Oh gosh, that looks cute. Let's see if I've got any of these left. I think I'm using them on things. It's just scraps of fabric. Just prevents that denting. Do I have any left? I don't think I have any left. I'm going to have to use this kind. Sometimes I find these ones are too strong. I just want to brace it. I don't need it too strong. Sometimes these old ones are a little better. No. That one's not bad. Nope, it's too small. Are you? How are you? Oh, yeah, you're too strong. How about you? Nope. Yeah, that one's not bad. Oh, but you're too big. Nope. Let's use a little chip clip. That one will work. There we go. All right. All that for that. The front ones are probably all done. I probably could have just taken them out. That's the nice thing about acetone-based glues. Although you get a bit more time to slide and move or even peel off and lay back down, it will still dry quite quickly. Nice. I don't want these on too long. Like I said, because I know now about the denting, I don't want any dents. There we go. Cute. Speaking of dents, I have one place that I want to work on. Can you see? There's a little dent right here, and I want to put a bee over top of it because that's bugging me. And usually I don't mind flaws in a book. It just reminds me that it's a real book and that has been used and had another life. But that dent is bugging me. So I actually want to find a bee of the right size from the old text block. And just glue it on there. I've used up most of the nice illustrations. Nope. I might have to use a different kind of bee from another book. Oh, look. Are they in love? All right, all right. There we go. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to have to find a different kind of bee. Now, you know what I can do is, and I plan on doing this in the book, I have this napkin of little bees. How cute is that? And you can see here I've been using it. I just go in with a wet paintbrush take B out, and then I use Mod Podge. You can glue these in, but sometimes I want the translucent quality that Mod Podge gives when you do napkins. So I find for me, depending on what it is I want, I will either use glue stick or I will use Mod Podge. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Mod Podge, and I am just going to put a little bee right over top of that dent that's bugging me right there. So I'm going to get to work on this. So thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.